One of the add-ons I always have installed is Uncrafter Plus. This was created by Dalibu Studios and has recently been updated. This is definitely there when I start a brand new world. It's more than just an Uncrafter. Now, just like me, the community did enjoy this, giving it a 4.5 star rating out of 5, nearly at 500 ratings. That's pretty solid. So in the latest notes, and I believe this isn't all of the changes, version 2.0, uncraft any add-on recipe, new block recipe storage, uncraft or recycle any add-on recipe with the recipe storage, Uncrafter, XP Cycler, and Unenchanter now work with hoppers. New and updated recipes fixed a bug that crashed Minecraft after using the Unenchanter. For those of you that do have this or have used it before, you would know in a survival world how incredibly frustrating it becomes when you can't use a hopper. I'm super excited to check this out. The latest file size is 2 megabytes. For those of you that did not know this add-on existed, or you missed my first video, I will do a quick recap. For those of you that do already own this add-on, make sure you update to get the latest features. Like I said, this applies to me because I use this quite frequently. Now, once you do have this installed in a newer pre-existing world or recently updated, you are going to be given the Uncrafter Plus info book. If you tap on this, it's really easy to understand. They did a very good job with this guidebook. The next page is all about the Uncrafter. Now, it comes in tiers. So in a brand new world, it's very progression based. You start with stone, you upgrade to iron, then diamonds, then netherite. And as indicated on the top, what's new? We now have the hopper compatibility. So this is the first one you're going to have to make. You cannot progress until you've made the previous tier. So grab yourself the cobble, the oak, and the crafting table. If you don't see it, tap on craftable. And this is the first one. Now, if we open up the guidebook on the stone section, it says you can uncraft, for example, chests, cobblestone, stone picks. You have the leather tunic, beds, crafting tables. There is a whole bunch more. However, you cannot craft the likes of your netherite or diamond stuff inside of this. You would have to get the upgraded versions. So we'll start with the basic stuff here. So if I go ahead, tap this on here, it's going to uncraft it. We get our wood back. If you tap this on here, you need at least 2 of these. Okay, so you need a couple. Boats, for example, it just gives you all of your resources back. Like I said, it's very, very helpful, especially when you get to the higher tiers. But as it does indicate, it now supports hoppers. I also have the custom weapons add-on created by 4KS Studios installed because this add-on practically supports every other add-on that exists on the marketplace. Now, if I tap this on here, it doesn't know the recipe, but trust me, a little bit later on, it will know exactly what this is. Okay, so when it comes to hopper support, I want to do this first because I don't fully know how this works. Okay, this is quite new to me. Place this here. Place this on top. If I put these inside of here now, it's going to start to uncraft them. The only downside is the input pops out here and does not go inside of chests. That's the only thing that I found a little bit disappointing with this. Besides that, honestly, it's absolutely awesome. So the pick that we had before should now be undone. We can now grab these resources. So as shown in the diagram on the left, iron can do things like anvils. It can do minecarts, hoppers, iron-related things. Diamond would be clock, diamond tools, diamond armor, redstone-related things. Netherite is the highest, which would be things like the mace. You've got beacon, netherite. You've got the end crystals and things like that. So if I go ahead and start putting these here, as you can see, if I was to try and do it in this one, it's simply not going to work. I'd have to go ahead and break this back off. It has to be done on an iron one or higher, right? So if I was to grab the diamond one here, and the netherite one, I believe I can do the iron-related things in these. Let's check. Yes, and it can be done in this one as well. So obviously the end goal is to get one of these. So the biggest problem I had when I was using this add-on is that I would typically try and crush these things that I'd gotten from skeletons or zombies, etc. So if we go ahead grab a whole bunch of these. We have hoppers attached. Gonna dump a bunch of items in there. I guess these can also go inside of here as well. Very slowly, they are gonna work like this. Obviously, you could go ahead. Can we kind of jump up here? You could go ahead and put a chest on here and do it that way, obviously, to dump out all of these things, which is gonna work on a bigger scale, but you are just gonna have to stand here. So sad that the output doesn't work. I did try it with different scenarios. I guess you could do it like... No, I don't think you can. I just don't think there's a way to put it into a chest. So I had a little look at how the creators did it in their picture. So they'd place it behind, place this on top, and then put all of these inside and hope that the power of water could then put it inside of here. So that would probably be your best way to automate this. Sadly, attaching a second hopper underneath doesn't seem to be the way to do it. But hey, this is still better than nothing, right? It's definitely a massive upgrade compared to last time. So after the uncrafting system, we have the glitch system, which now also works with hoppers. So this one's a gamble. This one is a risk, and it costs XP every single time. So previously, the way this worked is if I tapped on this with a diamond pick and got lucky, as you can see here, I got 6 diamonds back and 2 extra sticks, which means I could now go ahead and make myself 2 of these. But it's all a gamble, so I might not get it lucky again. We did, okay? There might be another time where I don't get lucky. This time, I didn't get lucky. So, yeah, my luck is slightly out there, but I could still make myself 2 of these. You get the point. My friend can have this one. I can have this one. We can both go mining. So, let's grab ourselves a hopper. And again, the creators have indicated on top, but it does support, it seems, the back and the sides as well. Let's just grab all of these items. I don't actually know the full list of items that it supports. We'll put all of these in here and see if this actually works. So it doesn't actually make the noise if you do it this way, though. But we'll see if we've actually managed to duplicate things or not. But we'll see. These are not going to work. Let's see what we got in return. Okay, we got quite lucky there. We did get a bunch in return, so not too bad. But yeah, that's just how the glitched one works. Just like the Uncrafter, just like the glitched Uncrafter, we have the XP Recycler, which does also come in tiers as well. Stone, iron, diamond, and netherite. Gain experience by recycling and breaking down items you don't use. So a couple of different versions. We have the stone one, which obviously you can't put iron or diamond or netherite related things in. We'll just test with this one for the sake of today's video. I need to grab myself a hopper. We'll do this one this time from behind. So one flaw I did find with this, invalid item. Wait, have I done this wrong? I have done this wrong. My apologies. That has to go there. Okay, so now it's starting to work. So what you'll see here is it just stops. The XP doesn't drop out. So you still have to be here in order for this to actually work. I think personally, like tapping it yourself, probably a much better way to do it. But I guess if you, I don't know, you'd have to have an auto clicker, I guess. Yeah, the fact that the XP doesn't kind of distribute automatically for me was a little bit of a letdown with this one. The next one is hands down one of my favorite things and something I used all the time in my realm and survival worlds, the Unenchanter. So this can now be hooked up with hoppers as well. So I have this placed down here, and here is a prime example of how I would use this, right? And how I did use it. So I would fish a lot, and I would always end up with Unbreaking, Luck of the Sea, Mending Lair, Curse of Vanishing. Nobody wants that. It's quite risky. If you tap this on this, it's going to take off all of those enchantments individually. So what I could now do is, for example, oh, that bugged. Oh, that one actually bugged. Oh, it just says Enchanted Book. Let's see if that happens again. The first time it happened. Last time that didn't actually happen to me. Okay, that time it worked. No, sometimes... Okay, that might be a slight bug that we've encountered here. But basically, what I would do on this stage, or on this occasion... Unbreaking. I need it for my pick. I'll apply it for my pick. Let's see how this looks if we was to put this inside of here real quick. Yeah, it looks like we've discovered a slight issue. Not good. Let's see if they all say this. Okay, this one kind of worked. Okay. So yeah, I would distribute mending to my chest plates. Lair, I would probably... can we unenchant this actually? not sure if we can. I don't think we can. But we could put it inside of here, for example. Basically, guys, I would keep on breaking, keep mending, look at the sea. Might not need it. My friend might get rid of this. And yeah, that's meant to be the other one, which I would use elsewhere. I'm kind of curious now. If I had an anvil, put this in here, grabbed this. Yeah, it's a blank one. So they did fix a bunch of bugs, but a new one has been discovered. But now we get into a brand new feature. This is the recipe storage. This block can learn recipes from other add-ons. Learning recipes from other add-ons comes with a small cost. The first item to learn will be lost forever. When interacting, a menu with the vanilla and learned recipes will display to check if it exists, find the materials, or delete the recipes. Then explains how to make it. You need 4 iron ingots, 2 redstone dust, 1 stone button, a crafting table, and the iron uncrafter. So it will take you a little bit of time, so I don't need to grab this, but we'll grab the needed ingredients here. This is made just like this. So let's go ahead and place this down. When we place this down, it's going to give you a free button. Well, not really, but it's also going to give you the crafter, which is going to help you learn brand new recipes. If we tap on this, obviously we have the Minecraft recipes. This isn't too much of a big deal. We're not going to mess with this. But let's go to add-on recipes. No recipes found. Okay, we now need to import a recipe. So if we was to grab ourselves some sticks and some platinum, for example, as you guys know, if we wanted to make ourselves a pick, that's how we do it. So what we would do is put the recipe inside of here. Hold on, we need to go ahead and try this real quick. This goes here. This goes across the top. Then hit this. This has now learned that recipe. If we tap on it, go to add-on recipes, it tells us the actual recipe, right? So as you guys did see before, if I make myself one more of these real quick, I wasn't able to uncraft one of these before, but now I can. So you can put this in the uncrafting if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and make another one here. You could put this in the XP recycler, for example. Okay, I need stone for this one. So it goes inside there, gives me XP, which is genius. So if I was to go back over here real quick, because I need the crafting table, right? If I was to make myself the, let's say the great sword, I couldn't undo this because this doesn't know it yet. So what you'd have to do is remember the recipe, which is exactly like this. Go inside of here. I think it's exactly like this. That's now been learned. Tap on this. It now knows it. Tap on this. We can get it back. I thought this was genius. This is perfect. And the reason why this is great is because the add-on I've currently got installed has so much stuff. Now, inside of the guidebook, if we go to the next page, on the right-hand side, it says, for example, if you're making a bike. It just shows you how this works. This is perfect. Now, let's say you don't want it to remember that recipe. Tap on it. Go to... Let's go to the pickaxe. You can actually delete the recipe. So if I was to make myself the pick one more time, try and uncraft it, it doesn't know it. This is perfect. It's literally one of the first add-ons to guarantee to work with every other add-on. Now, besides that, basically at the end, it does say hopper compatibility, but I showed you this throughout today's video, and you can very clearly see that they are using a water system to automate the farms. There's no input and output of a hopper, unfortunately. So yeah, this is 100% staying on my add-on list. It's great for survival. Being able to unenchant things like fishing rods is a win-win. If you have it, update it. If you don't have it, I think you're missing out.